Good day, everyone. My name is Dr. Olowoyo Miri. I am a research fellow at the University of Johannesburg, South Africa, and I will be presenting on the appraisal of Tvet College graduate work experience within the hospitality sector in Gauteng Province, South Africa. And these are the names of my co-authors: Professor Maile S., Dr. Mavuru L., Dr. Ramaila S. And this is the pictures of my co-authors. You can see me over there by the left, up by the left. And then the Dr. Lydia, Professor Maile, and Dr. Sam Ramaila. Let me quickly go back to brief introduction about of my co-authors. Dr. Sam Ramaila is the head of Science Education Unit within the Faculty of Education at the University of Johannesburg. Dr. Lydia Mavuru is a senior lecturer in the Department of Science and Technology Education at the University of Johannesburg, South Africa. Professor Maile is a research professor at Tshwane University of Technology, Pretoria, and is currently the chairperson research committee for the School of Educational Foundation. And I am Dr. Musolani Olowoyo. Tibet colleges and skill development has become a policy issue in developing countries, and South Africa is also having its own share. In South Africa, Tibet colleges established with the aim of providing adequate skills to the youth. Tibet colleges are expected to respond to the National Agenda for Skill Development. In literature, we find out that in South Africa, skill shortage is widely regarded as a key factor responsible for preventing the country from achieving a 6% economic growth, according to the Human Science Research Council in 2008. The hospitality sector is listed among areas characterized by skill shortages in South Africa and globally. Skill shortages. Skill shortages refers to lack of adequate skills required at the workplace within the context of the study, and limited critical mass of people with essential technical skills and concomitant lag in skills development. And skill shortages can also be viewed as a market disequilibrium between supply and demand. That is, there's a lack of skill whereby we have demand for skill. In other literature, hospitality is a labor-intense industry and is heavily reliant on availability of skilled labor to function effectively, according to Olowoyo et al. 2001. The government and the industry should seek way to ensure a continuous supply of suitable skilled personnel for work. But poor or non-existent career structure, informal recruitment practices, a lack of formalized good practice in the industry is a cause for concern. The unemployment rate in South Africa remains at 24%, and there are socio-economic challenges such as poverty. In the wake of Alliance 2012, it was established that poverty is still increasing in South Africa. The Department of Education 2008 recommended that development program, such as those in the hospital. I explored the work experiences of Tvet colleges graduates employed within the various hospitality industries in Pretoria and Johannesburg in terms of skill acquisition. We came up with some research questions, and these are some of the research questions. The first one is, what is the level of satisfaction graduates working in the hospitality sector in the province of Africa? What are the main reasons, opinions, and motivations of college? For this study, we use mixed method approach, and the study involved 75 purposely selected TVET college graduates working in the hospitality sector in Pretoria and Johannesburg in South Africa. And purposeful selection of the sample as the participants were applying their trade in the industry under investigation. Survey questionnaires were designed to explore job satisfaction, job readiness, and skill acquisition. Quantitative data was collected to quantify the problem by way of generating data numerically or data that can be transformed into usable statistics, while qualitative data was used to gain an understanding of the underlying reasons, opinions, and motivation from the TVET college graduates. The use of SPSS version 223.0 was used to analyze quantitative data. Quantitative data was analyzed by using descriptive and inferential statistics. Analysis of variance was carried out to establish significant differences in the responses received from the participants in the study. Excel coding was used to analyze qualitative data from focus group interview. From this first table, it shows the demographic profile of the participants. We have about 28 male, 47 female, and the age range was between 18 to 39 years, and average age is between 23,41 years. The second table shows the lifespan profile in time of the number of years experience. If you look at the number of years experience, we have 2 years, 3 years, 4, and then greater or less than 5 years. And the number of participants here, for 2 years we have 26, for 3 years we have 25, and for 4 years we have 15, and greater or less than 5 years, we have 9 participants. From the results, the question asked was if hospitality study was their first choice and why they chose hospitality as a course. About 55% of the participants indicated that hospitality was their first career choice and decided to pursue this career on the basis of their love and passion either for cooking or for people. One of them says, I love cooking and satisfying people a lot. So I decided to choose hospitality and home management course from my high school days, but I have realized now that I don't really get good pay. That is the salary. Due to the diploma certificate I'm having, I think I need to do more to establish something on my own. And other reporters says that they have influence from their parents or the lack of admission into the field they actually wanted, like engineering, or pressure to move away from boredom or from home was why they opt for hospitality as a career. One of them says, I don't really have passion for this course. I was forced into doing it by my parents. I'm not happy with it because the salary is low and I think there is no future for me here. Another participant says ish, which is a common language when you want to exclaim something in South Africa. Says ish, I think I'm doing the wrong course and I'm in the wrong profession. My intention was to be an engineer, but now you can see I'm here in the hospitality where just like a woman. I want something for a man, not running around with plates, but I'm here, I just have to accept it. But if I see something else somewhere, I will quit immediately. Now, from this table, we look at the willingness to stay in the hospitality industry. Then the table shows that um, the age range between 18 and 20 years um, were not really willing to stay for long in the hospitality industry. But if you look at the age range between 35 and above, they were willing to stay in the hospitality industries for different reasons. In the case of job satisfaction, the participant perception of job satisfaction here, those that work for like 2 years, that has been working for 2 years, they say the job satisfaction is actually very poor. But if we look at those that has been working for 5 years or more, um, some of them says yes, the job satisfaction is okay for them. Some said that it's on the average, and some said it's good, but nobody says it's excellent. So far, we're able to see that job satisfaction is highlighted by the participants. It's um, why they were not satisfied with the work, and some of the reasons was because they don't have access to pension fund, and they don't have access to medical aid as well as leave benefit. Then the disparity between working in restaurant and hotel were also highlighted as source of dissatisfaction among the Tibet college graduates. That is, they work for a very long time, they go to work early, come back late, and this has affected them. So they're seeing it as a no-go area, or they can easily quit if they get something better. From the work of Axel and Coxall in 2005, we find out that the pay and the pay and benefit have an undesirable effect on the participants, and this is alluded with what we also discover. And their willingness to continue working in the hospitality industry is something they do not even want to go into because of the dissatisfaction of their job. And for the manager, we feel the manager needs um, to move to help the employers to have good problem solving skills. That is, the managers and the employers to work together to have good problem solving skills and analytical skills in order to boost tourism. From the work of Tan et al. 2006, we found out that a higher proportion of hospitality graduates have no intention of working within the hospitality industry on completion of their studies. And we could ask why. They study hospitality and they do not want to work there. This we're going to see later. From previous studies, we find that the attrition rates of hospitality graduates within the hospitality industry range from 40% to 70%. Now, from the work of Mosh and Yusuf in Raja 2010, we also noted that the pursuit of studies and subsequent career within the hospitality industry is inspired by the view and perception of the community. So if you now go back to the work of Tan et al. That's alluded to the fact that the graduates are not intending to work in the hospitality industry after the completion of their studies. We see that this can be seen in the wake of Mosh et al. 2010 because of the perception of the community and the image the hospitality industry have. So the image of the job influence the students' career and then they see it as a no-go area. The managers are also perceived to be doing little to motivate employees to remain in the industry. The implication is that the long working hours, the heavy workload, the low pay, the stressful working experience, and the environment, improper handling of grievances, lack of career growth, and lack of recognition has been the key that deter the TVET college graduates to continue working in the hospitality industry. And there is a need for employers to design methods that will assist in retaining, recruiting, and managing resources effectively in order to sustain their business enterprises instead of changing workers day in, day out. And the work experience appears to be a significant factor influencing the TVET college graduates' willingness to continue working in the hospitality industry. The structural deficiency of the TVET hospitality curriculum highlighted by the participant is failure to provide working integrated learning opportunity. That is, they were not exposed to a lot of practical work so that when they get to the labor market, everything seems like blur to them or they have to start all over again. And then the opportunity for internship in some Tibet specialty courses were provided after the completion of the study, which would not enable them to see what the industry looks like from the beginning of the study. These are some of the suggestions for further research. There's still a critical need to appraise the TVET hospitality curriculum to ensure holistic training and development of students. And it is necessary for researchers to also investigate the needs of the company and compare it with the curriculum so that when the curriculum is being reviewed, it should be in alignment with the needs of the industry. Then researchers can also investigate the need of for a reconfiguration of hospitality training program at TVET colleges. There is still a crucial need to reconfigure the hospitality curriculum offered by TVET colleges with a view to ensuring meaningful enhancement of human capital development in its broader sense, and then evaluate the recruitment and retention policy so as to attract qualified personnel and also the provision of state of the art infrastructure. My name is Dr. Olowoyo. Thank you.